Hey, so I just want to make this quick video because something just happened to me and I felt like it was a really interesting moment in my career as a once web designer turned more of a AI guy, AI first driven workflows, et cetera, because I really do believe the world is changing. It's not going back. A lot of things are good, a lot of things are bad, and maybe we'll settle in here at some point. But if you're a web designer, I really think you need to hear this. If you're a client, you're not, a non-technical person and, you watch my content and you're just ambitious, then you probably need to hear this as well because it might inspire you in some ways. But I'm just going to get into it, tell you the context, and tell you this thought process. So I have this client. I built a website for them about a year ago with bricks and in WordPress. And they came to me because they came to me at first, and then via referral, and then they went to try to get some other website done, and it was bad by another service provider. And then they came back to me, and they're like, "Okay, well, okay, obviously, let's work together." So we built them a nice website. They were really happy with it. It was a simple one. It was just like kind of like a basic, like a landing page and some other little stuff. And they were like happy with it. And we were going to change, move forward and evolve over time. After that, it's been, like I said, a year now, et cetera. The business has changed a little bit here and there. And I have now come to find that I just, hopped on a call with the owner today, younger, ambitious guy. And he discovered Claude. And you might be thinking that this person pays, $250 a month and, website care plan, upkeep, et cetera, with the typical WordPress, care plan model, et cetera, services we're providing there. And you might be thinking, like, as soon as I hear that, I'm worried, right? You might be thinking that maybe that's not a good thing for me, but that wasn't the case. I didn't actually have that response. You know why I didn't have that response? It's because I have not been living in a make-believe fairyland and thinking that this wasn't going to happen. I have been in a world where I see the world changing super rapidly. I am extremely adaptable and susceptible to change. And I know that these things are going to happen in the future. Business owners are not going to want to pay for things that they don't feel like they're getting enough value from, or they feel like they can do themselves. Not all business owners, but you will have a strong subset of people, especially as older business owners age out, newer business owners come in, and AI is not going away. It might change a little bit here and there. The players might change, et cetera, but there's zero chance this goes back in the bottle unless, like, something way bigger happens and we're going to have way bigger problems. So there's no way that the concept of artificial intelligence doing work for humans is going to go away. I think, you can disagree with that if you want, but I do think that is one take that is objectively pretty strong. So let's put that there for a second. So anyway, let's get back to the story here. So I get to the call and I'm having a good chat. And again, it's more of a catch-up call because we've been talking about potential website upgrades and doing different things and kind of building some stuff out. But the owner has found Claude, as I said, been using Claude Cowork to do a lot of his work, etc. Organize files, a bunch of different things, a lot of, data analysis, data synthesis, research, etc. Completely AI pilled. Me being the person I am, I'm actually ecstatic for him from a business owner to business owner. There's a lot of lessons to take away from this video, but also if you're a service provider, at a certain point, you have to turn off your business, business money first. Give me like all your money instinct. I think if you want to have good relationships, I could have responded in a couple different ways as soon as I knew where this conversation was going. I could have been defensive and I could have been like, no, you need WordPress. You need what, and it's not, this isn't really about WordPress, but you need this, you need whatever. I could have done that. Or I could have, which is what I did. I was like, okay, I know I can just tell this is a soft skill. Like I could just tell that this client is very ecstatic. He has seen the light. He has had the euphoric moment of using AI and realizing that, oh shit, I don't have to do half the fucking work that I hate doing anymore. And I can still be more efficient. I can still steer these models to do the things. I can obviously just be more efficient in general and get more things done and not hate my life as much. And I'm like, okay, when somebody has had that experience in their life, there's no going back. So I realized that right away. And I was like, all right, I'm pivoting in this pseudo sales conversation. I said it directly. And I was like, look, I'm not seeing this as a client to web developer conversation more. I'm seeing this as a consultation call, just like business owner to business owner, you know? And I love those conversations. And I sell those conversations to other people, and we have great conversations, and it's fantastic. So, you know, and I have a whole community now of people that I'm educating on these types of things and just sharing the things that I'm dealing with as well. So I love that route, and I think that that's the future, but I'm going to leave that for a different video because it's not the main thing. We'll come back to it maybe a little bit at the end when I wrap up. But the point is, I realized that this call was going that way, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to be defensive about this because $250 a month is not worth like getting mad and upset over, et cetera, whatever. Let's be a responsible business owner in 2026, especially in this industry where there's a lot of people still living in make-believe fairyland, and they think, I'm not saying that we're completely valueless. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the world is changing and people are not realizing it, or they're ignoring it, or they are defensive, or whatever. And I decided, you know what? I'm already going down this path. I'm going to lean into this. And I basically expressed, we had a conversation about a bunch of different things. This is one thing. I also extracted a bunch of information. Think about the scenario that I was in. I had what I would classify, again, we would call these people just, like your average person, your average lay person. It's no disrespect, but it's somebody that's outside. It's non-technical person, right? It's self-described as well as non-technical. And I said a bunch of questions. I said, how have you been navigating this? What have you been using? Have you been using Claude Chat, Claude Code, Claude Cowork, whatever? He hasn't used Claude Code yet, but he's used Chat and Cowork. We'll come back to that in a second. And and I was like, has it saved you a lot of time? He's like, yeah, I'm literally doing the work of like 8 people. And I'm like, okay, great. He's like, he doesn't need to add more people. He's going to be a one-man band, et cetera. It's been very great for him. He's also not had to just in general, like I said, just do as much manual labor, and he's really been loving it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, wait a second, I need more data on this. And I'm thinking, how's it been from an ROI perspective? It's been a little early, so I can't really place that much because it's only been like less than a month. But I was like, all right, keep me posted on that. And the most important question, I was like, how did you find out about this? How did you find out about like Claude in general? And he's like, he'd always used it, but then, when all the hubbub came about Opus 4.5 and everything like that, he jumped back in. And I think he said he's on like the max plan or something like that or whatever, and he's doing all this stuff. So I'm just trying to reach you. Maybe you're still not going to listen to this, and that's totally fine. But I'm just trying to get it through to you that I'm now providing an actual anecdotal yet real example. And as I find more, I'll tell you about more. These people, not saying they don't feel like they need you anymore, but they definitely have agency now in some way. They have the ability to do it. If you want to go down right now into the comments and get defensive and tell me that their website is not going to be as good as the one that you build, that's totally fine. And that is an argument. I get that. I just need you to understand before you go down there and start typing away that is not exactly the argument that I'm making. The argument that I'm making is that the world is moving in that direction. And maybe not today on March 20th, 2026, can Claude spin up a beautiful website in one prompt that is as good as what you have been doing for the last 20 years. But if you don't recognize and you're not intellectually honest with yourself that the world is moving in that direction and you need to figure out a way to provide extra value to your clients or to whoever you're dealing with, or to slightly pivot your business model or your offer, you are fucked. Okay? It's as simple as that. I don't give a fuck what you type down there. That is true. Everything I just said there is true. Okay? So you can lie to yourself if you want, but just realize that's the case. Okay? Back to the story. I realized that's the case. And I've decided that that's not what I was going to do on that call. And what I decided to do was, I've already been doing this a little bit, obviously, but this was the first like real, like, rubber meets the road. I pivoted, and I've been doing this obviously in the back end, but I'm now positioning myself more as somebody like, listen. You probably don't need this stuff that we have here. It's, obviously times have changed so quickly. You've been on this for a while. You are literally showing me a website that you built in Claude Code in a couple back and forths. Okay. I know it's not great. Okay. I know it's not the best website in the world. I know you're going to have trouble with the forms. I know you're going to have trouble with the hosting. I know you're going to have trouble with the spam on the forums. I know you're going to have trouble with all this shit. I know that. But you, client, are looking at a website that's interactive in your browser, in your Claude Code instance, or not even Claude Code instance, in your Claude chat instance, that you can mess around with and play around with, and you are enamored right now. My job isn't to tell you that what you're seeing isn't real. That's not my job. That's not your job to tell them either. That's not the case. Your job is to be a good business owner and a good consultant and a good partner to them. Be like, hey, yeah, the world's changing, buddy. I'm so glad that you figured this out. I'm super happy for you. I'm very excited. And be genuine, because I am genuine when I say that. Here's the thing, though, and I do this towards the end of that, to the end of that engagement, because you have to have some empathy as a client, for your client. They now see that they can build this stuff on their own, and they are like, well, how do I get this on the internet? How do I do this? And you know that there are some roadblocks that they're going to run into. So what you do is you express those roadblocks, you tell them about those roadblocks, and then they're going to have to go to Claude and figure that all out, because you're either going to charge them to figure it out, or they're going to be ambitious enough to go to Claude and figure it out. And that's pretty much what has happened. It's turned into a situation where if you have ambitious people like that, they are going to want to do that. And for better or worse, they're going to try. That is literally how the conversation pretty much wrapped up. We obviously had other conversation in between there. And I made it a point that, like, you are now venturing into a new world. And if you think that you can build a website on your own, pretty soon you're going to think that you can build other workflows and automations and all these other things to make your life better. And the reality is maybe you can, but you're probably going to at some point run into hurdles while you're still also doing the stuff that you're supposed to do with, like, the research and the cold calling or outreach or whatever hell else that you're doing in the business, right? So you need to make a decision. And this is where I would recommend you don't be a service provider and you be a consultant. And I said to him, I was like, you need to make a decision as you go throughout this process, and you need to think, what are you actually going to spend your time on and what you're not going to spend your time on, regardless of if AI can do it for you or not, because you still have to monitor it, you still have to steer it, you still have to think about all these things. So I'm happy that my client is taking this experiment. I don't know. He's literally right now probably trying to get that thing online. He has the DNS. He's going to try to put it on Netlify. He has an HTML file that he has never seen or done anything with in the general. He's got to figure out how to figure out the forms. I told him about Termageddon, the policies. I ran through a list of things that probably overwhelmed the fuck out of him at the end of that call. And I did that on purpose because he does need to understand that it's not like a small, like an easy thing, but it's becoming easier. It's becoming more abstracted away in a sense of the LLM can do it for you. And the last thing I want to say about that as well, at least in that client in particular, did I ever hear anything about a UI? No. I didn't hear one thing about a UI. I didn't hear one thing about a CMS. He doesn't even know what that is. I mean, maybe he knows WordPress is a CMS, maybe, I don't know. And this is again anecdotal, but definitely points to a broader trend that is going to happen here. There's no UI. I even told him about Whisperflow and gave him my affiliate link because he's still typing. So when he finds out that he can just talk into the thing, guys, I hope you realize it's not game over by any means, but it is a new game. Okay? So again, if you're a web designer, please, for the love of God, figure out a way to provide more value for your clients in this new age. If you're a business owner, go test it out for yourself. You'll find some roadblocks. It might not be very good. I'm not going to tell you to not explore, though, because that's what I do every day. I am going to tell you at some point you're probably going to need some professional help in some way, not because you can't do it, not because you couldn't figure it out, not because Claude couldn't do it for you, actually. It's because really what's going to happen is you're going to need some level of something if you're not adept at that thing and you're still trying to run your business while still learning all these other technical things, or at least, steering it in a technical way. Maybe you don't, though. Maybe you're a unicorn and you can do all of that. But I'm just tired of a lot of these takes that we get here. It's a lot of like, oh, it's a lot of worry, which I understand, but you shouldn't be worried. You should adapt if you're in that camp. And then it's a lot of like this weird, like, oh, we will always know everything. And the large language model that was trained on all of the information that we've ever put on Stack Overflow or YouTube or wherever the fuck we've put all this information out, our knowledge that we've amassed, which you just learned it from other people. Okay, so let's take it a little easy here. You're learning from other people or you're learning from the AI. It's pretty much the same thing. Don't get high and mighty. Don't get complacent, for the love of God, whatever you do. Actually, I don't care what you do. I mean, I'm just a guy talking on the internet, and I'm not going to get complacent. So you can do whatever you want, but I would recommend that you don't get complacent because I think you're gonna have a bad time. But if you wanna get complacent, do whatever you want. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this interaction. Again, it was anecdotal. You can make an argument against that too. You can make the arguments about all the other stuff where, oh, their website's gonna be trash that they made. It's just HTML. They don't know anything about frameworks. They don't know anything about this. They don't know anything. I think sometimes we get in our own way. I really do. I think sometimes we let these glasses that we have on or whatever, this weird industry niche bubble glasses we have, we don't let that actually see what's happening to clients. And that's why I had to make this video, because it was the first real reaction that I've had. And I'll caveat everything I said with, this was just one person. I'm not saying that, Apple is gonna, start vibe coding all their stuff, although they might. I've already seen some, not with Apple, but I've already seen some definitely vibe coded bugs pop up in a lot of different software. But those are technical companies. I just feel like even now in an industry, this is a non-technical industry that I've been talking about with this example. It's not over, but it's a new game. So that's all I got. I hope that you guys slightly heed this advice. I hope that you at least, take it to heart. Please, I mean, throw all the comments that you have and the objections you have in the comments down below. I will gladly appreciate all this stuff. If you hate it, dislike the video. I don't care. I mean, I'm just sharing. That's what I do. And that's my thought process right now. Thought process could change, as time evolves. I just don't think we're going back from this. It's too much. It's too powerful. When you actually see the lay people start to really realize what they can do with things, it's incredibly empowering. And I don't know if you've ever had that experience, but I think you have, because remember way back when you published your first website to the internet, you remember how powerful you felt? That's how these people feel. And they did way less work than you did when you first did it. So, not saying that the website's fantastic that my client built. Not saying that everyone should necessarily do it. I'm just telling you that the floor has risen and you need to figure it out. And I'll help you figure it out in Modern Builder Society. I'll help you figure it out on advisory calls. I'll help you figure out with the free content and all on YouTube and everything like that. Just, that's what I'm doing. That's my mission now, because I'm not staying still anymore. And I'm not like getting into these weird arguments about stupid shit that literally doesn't matter anymore. There's way bigger stuff happening. We got to keep moving forward. Don't get complacent. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you in the next one.